Hello everyone, welcome to a World of Warships Blitz video, and today's video we are taking out the HMAN, the Australian Perth. So I'm sure that people are probably well sick of Perth videos by now, or maybe you're not. Anyway, it's been a while since I've played the game, and I thought I'd have a few games, and Tier 6 seemed like the place to go, and I pulled out a few of the old favourites. So here is, just in case you've forgotten that the game has it, is the Perth, which is the Tier 6 Commonwealth light cruiser, which is basically Leander with HE, shorter duration smoke, and without single fire torpedoes. Actually, I do like it. Strangely enough, I know that a lot of people don't like the Perth. Probably a lot more people don't know the Perth, but yeah, the Perth is, it's probably got the best concealment of any Tier 6 light cruiser, or any Tier 6 cruiser, to be fair. It does have sonar, which does mean that it's pretty good at its job of keeping destroyers away from the main fleet. Probably the main downside is that the smoke, being a fuel smoke, is good for a turn, but not really the same as the Leander smoke. So mobility and distance are important. But fortunately you have HE, which means that you can light fires. So here we are. I think this is the Bay of Storms map. Fortunately, well, because of the time of night I'm playing, there are a few bots. So it's target the players day, which is basically how you fight bot battles. Is you find the players, you kill them, and the bots don't really interfere too much unless you, unless you slip up in some way and get too close. So that cruiser was making a run for our cap, which is pretty unfortunate for him. Right now what we're doing is we're just unloading HE against these battleships. So from a playstyle perspective, here we are, we're doing a turn. I have no idea why I turned on that smoke, but I did so. Oh, here we go. It's for this, I think it's making the turn away from this Ismail. As you can see, the smoke's already expired. We've fired torpedoes in the direction of where we think the Ismail's going to go. Now here we're making a sneaky run between the two battleships. And I think, yeah, oh, there we go. That was a bit unfortunate. The Perth often suffers from the same, or benefits from the same thing that the Huanghui, the Tier 6 Pan-Asian light cruiser, benefits from, and that is it's a low priority target. So people are busy trying to get guns off the battlefield, threatening stuff off the battlefield, and often it's the low priority target that that they ignore. And here I am being happily ignored. So I've got my tail to the Ismail, making me a sort of a hardish target. He's got something closer, and we're just circling around this this New York, trying to basically out-rotate his guns, make sure that he can't get all his main guns on me, and make sure that he's having to keep that turret rotation moving so he can't maneuver. And it's the Huanghui. Our Huanghui has taken out the Emerald, which is probably, a lot of people would say, a pretty fair matchup, to be fair, but I think the Huanghui is actually quite a superior ship in the right hands. And we're going to be taking some HE pot shots at the Ismail. I have been playing a bit of World of Warships on the PC, and the lead that you have to give in Blitz is much less. So yeah, occasionally I'm reverting to type. But right, there we go. Just firing away at the Ismail, just trying to keep that that pressure up. He fired probably about 20 seconds ago. So all we do is pop some fuel smoke. That means that he can't get that shot away for another couple of seconds when my fuel smoke runs out. And that means that he's going to have to realign his guns. There he goes. I'm back visible again because my fuel smoke's expired. But that's one shot. So basically he's a shot behind. All I'm doing is keeping this distance. You can see the incredible detection circle. Oh no, that's hard, and that's the torpedo range. Actually, you're not going to see the incredible detection circle because, unfortunately, I'm firing my guns. So you'll have to rewind the video to the start to see the incredible detection circle on the Perth. Yeah, he gave us a pretty hard whack early on. We've managed to get one torpedo into him. It's a little bit hard firing when the cone only appears when they're within range. But a bit of estimation. Here we are. He's firing at someone else. We know his guns are safely pointed that direction. Oh, he's found our carrier. Well, that's a good decoy. And we've found their carrier, making this into a carrierless match, but I think that both carriers were bots anyway, which means that it was almost as if there was no carrier, to be fair. Right, I am taking the risk here by going in reverse, but I do have my fuel smoke, which gives me a couple of seconds grace. The carrier is lasting, which is nice. Oops, that'll be my turn. So we're going to put some acceleration on, pop the smoke. Probably a little bit early because he hasn't got his guns around. There he is, he's getting his guns around now. We'll get several torpedoes into him. Get another shot off. And then we're going to try and outturn his guns. Which could be a mistake if he wasn't on such low health, because I suspect his rear turrets are still mostly facing to his left, but as it turned out, not a problem. So there you go, out in the Perth. First time out in the Perth probably for quite a few months, first set of games for quite a few months. Reiterates why I do love that ship. It means that I do have to play a little bit cagey, can't be too aggressive against the big boys, but I seem to have held a bit of discipline in that game, which yeah, is a bit unusual at times, but there you go. So Perth, not all bad. Take it from me, if you ever get an opportunity to get the Perth and you like the Huang Hui, well, you're one of 3 people that play the game, but I'd recommend getting the Perth in that case. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.